All right, it's time for our coaches' comments. We welcome in Lobo head basketball coach Paul Weir.
Paul, it's the Lobos and Rice. And before we get to Rice, the Arizona performance, you said post-game, not happy with the defense in particular in the first half, but had to be happy with the way that your team performed to get back within 7 and not let that game get away, right?
Yeah, I think since I got here, I really wanted our team to pride itself on how hard we played, and I don't think necessarily you can look back on that game and say we didn't play hard. We just have to play better defensively. We have to execute better and just pay more attention to details. So I think our effort was good. I think we tried really hard. I think our care level was great. We gave it what we had, but we just didn't execute well enough on the defensive end of the floor, I think, to come out on top of a game like that, and it's just something we have to improve at going forward.
We talked earlier in the year about, in particular, individual, one-on-one, man-to-man type of defense. Is it still that's the most significant thing, or were there other things as well?
I'd say in that game it was that. It's kind of fluctuated a little bit from some different themes going into this game against Arizona. We really wanted to make sure our post defense was at its best. They were such a good team at throwing the ball inside and utilizing those bigs, and I thought we were pretty good at that there. But those guards really hurt us on the perimeter, and that's what a really good team does. They don't just have a good inside game or just have a good outside game. They actually have both. And when you have two really, really good inside players like Arizona has and two potential pros on the outside as well, it puts you in a bit of a bind. And we felt like we really needed to take away the inside game first, and those guards on the perimeter really hurt us. So that ended up being one-on-one perimeter defense, which is what those guys got. And Arizona was able to execute and score on us. And going forward, when we play a team that really has good dual threats like that, we have to be able to execute our interior defense as well as our perimeter defense.
Well, in this particular one, you're talking about two outstanding guards, not just two guards that got a chance to go in man-to-man defense, but two tremendous guards.
No, when Alkins and Schur are playing like that, that's why that was a preseason potentially #1 team in the country. And I think Alkins was hurt most of the year, and they struggled a little bit without him and had a little stretch there where they weren't playing great, and maybe people didn't think they were really that caliber team. But when you're missing a player like Alkins, it's obviously not the team that people would have expected. So I think with him back in the lineup and him and Schur being such a lethal backcourt, it's a team that I think can be very dangerous throughout the rest of the year. And Arizona was a great experience for us to play against those kinds of players, and that kind of talent can really only help us grow going forward.
Well, boy, Coach Paul Weir is alongside. What did you like about your offensive effort in the second half as you guys got back within 7? Obviously, Dane Kuiper played a tremendous game, but you told us post-game that a lot of that was because you executed well and you got in great looks.
We did, and I thought going into the game, we thought we were going to be okay offensively, and okay meaning like we thought we could get good looks at the basket. We were just going to have to make shots, and throughout the course of the game, that's really all we were preaching. Like, just slow down, be patient, move the ball. We can score on these guys. We can spread them out. We can use their size against them and be able to create for other people, and we were able to do that offensively. So I think offensively we did some good things. We only had 7 turnovers, which was great, but 6 of those came from our point guards. So our point guards have to do a better job of taking care of the ball, but hopefully going forward we'll be able to build off of it, because I thought we got into a little bit of a lull offensively there at one point of the year, and I think going forward now we've kind of found some things that I think have opened some things up for us, and hopefully we'll be able to continue to do that going forward.
You mentioned turnovers. Let's flip to the defensive side in the turnover department, because you didn't turn them over in the first half, but you did in the second. Was it just effort and attentiveness, or was there some adjustment made?
A little bit of adjustment, but I think Arizona's got a little tired, to be honest with you. I think our conditioning kind of kicked in. I thought we were continuing to press all game, and I think early in the game they were ready for it. They were excited. They were, crisp on all the things they were doing. But I thought as the game went on, they threw the ball out of bounds. They did some different things where I thought the game had kind of caught up to them a little bit, whether it was our style or just being on the road or conditioning or whatever it may be. I thought they kind of hit a little bit of a lull against it, and we were finally able to get them going. And that's how the press goes. It's not always going to be, efficient over the course of the game. They kind of come in bunches sometimes, and we were able to get some there in the second half to get it all the way down to 7 with the ball, and we just couldn't quite break it from there.
Lobo head coach Paul Weir is with us. Sam Logwood was back after missing the previous game away from the team. What I was impressed with was the way that he facilitated. He did take an early jump shot when he first got on the court, but then he ended up with 5 assists on the night.
Yeah, we've talked a lot about our shot block percentage offensively, which right now has been very high. We've been getting our shot blocked a lot around the rim, and we talked a lot going into this game about being able to come to stops, not get your shot blocked, draw attention, and then kick out and play. And I thought Sam did a really good job of that. I thought he was very patient. He got in there. He drew multiple defenders, and he was able to kind of kick out and allow other guys to score. So that's something not only we want to do against Arizona, we have to do a better job offensively going forward of not getting our shots blocked and realizing that we're drawing defenders to create opportunities for our teammates.
You told us post-game that the team had gotten together regarding Sam coming back, and it sounds like it was very important that it was a unified decision that Sam would rejoin the team.
Yeah, no, me and Sam had obviously had a lot of conversations about it, and I thought the last step, he had talked to the team before he kind of took a little bit of a leave, and I thought it was important for him to talk to the team when he returned from that. So I thought that was good for him and good for them, and hopefully going forward now, we can just focus on basketball. We've had a lot of stuff going on off the court here and there, but it's time to just focus on basketball and make this team be the best it can be.
And one of those other things is when and if Connor McDougal might return to the court.
Yeah, I'd love to have a decision. I'm trying to get there. I wish it was as imminent as I keep saying it is, and I'm hopeful it's sooner rather than later. I'm not dragging it on for any other particular reason than just doing what's best. And right now, Connor and I are having ongoing conversations about exactly how that's going to play out, and I'm hopeful that that's as soon as we can make it.
And a redshirt is still a possibility?
I think everything's a possibility, but yes, that is a possibility.
Great. So, Rice, you told us on Monday that this is a team that's going to zone you a lot?
Yeah, they play a 1-2-2 zone. They're very patient. They're very good at it. I'm just watching their last game against Texas Tech, and they really had Texas Tech struggling against just trying to execute in the half court. Texas Tech was able to create some turnovers. They were able to get some stuff off their defense. They were able to rebound the ball. They were do some things to open it up. But actually, just 5-on-5 against the half court, it's tough. I mean, they're very good at it. They play it all game long. They have good reads in it, good reactions to it. You run things, and they know what their adjustments are going to be. So you're not going to get a lot of just easy baskets against that zone. We've got to make sure we're very good in our concepts and our principles so that we're able to open up and just play good basketball through it. And we're going to have to get some stuff off of our defense as well, just to kind of open the game up a little bit. We don't want to turn this into our 5-on-5 half-court offense against their zone, and then likewise them coming down and running their half-court offense against our half-court defense.
You mentioned you want to get some stuff off of your defense. What is their half-court offense like? What do they like to do?
A combination of probably a few different teams. There's a little bit of Tennessee Tech to them. They're going to spread the floor and kind of attack us and do some things that way. There's a little bit of some sets that some other teams have kind of runs against us, that Maryland ran, that BYU ran. So we're kind of going through a few different things. A good thing at this time of year is, you're able to kind of steal some things defensively that other teams have run before. Early in the year when you play a team for the first time, it's like we're learning how to guard all those things in the game for a first time. But now we're able to kind of go back and draw off previous experiences and say, hey, this is how Tennessee Tech did something. This is how Maryland did something. This is how TCU did it. Here's how we did it against them. Here's how we want to do it against this team. So for our defense, particularly the way we play, we're going up against different ways people want to combat our switches and our pressure and all those things. So hopefully we have enough of a base now where we're going into games and there's just more to draw from. So it's a little bit of a few different teams of the things that they're trying to do.
All right, Coach. Thank you so much, Paul. Appreciate the time. Best of luck against Rice.
Thank you, and thanks for...
Lobo head coach Paul Weir, our guest in our pregame coaches' comments. UNM Athletics and Valley Fence proud to partner up and try to end hunger throughout the state of New Mexico. For every block during Lobo men's basketball, every sack during Lobo football, every strikeout by Lobo pitcher during baseball, Valley Fence donates to the Roadrunner Food Bank. Time for us to pause. We have a very special guest after this timeout. It's Lobo basketball from Learfield.
Been in a wreck? Call Merrick. Merrick Law Firm represents people injured in accidents, and you never pay unless we win your case. Merrick Law Firm. Call for a free consultation. 235-6777. Online at merricklawfirm.com.
When you're looking for a bank, you usually have a choice to make. Flip a coin. Do you want a big bank with the latest technology, or do you go local for the personal service? Heads or tails? What's it going to be? But what if you could have both? Ever since Bank of the West partnered with BNP Paribas, we've been giving customers our same personal service they're used to. We've just enhanced our innovation and our ability to help you achieve your goals. Heads, you win. Tails, well, you win on that one too.
Visit a branch or bankofthewest.com to see how good things happen when your local bank goes big. Bank of the West, the bank for a changing world.
News Radio KKOB, now on 94.5 FM and AM 770. News Radio KKOB, the Bob Clark Show.
They're up there banging their forms and hands on the table saying, "She won't let us raise your taxes," and you should be frustrated by that. It's almost like we're living in some bizarro world.
The Bob Clark Show, mornings at 5 on 94.5 FM and AM 770 News Radio KKOB.
Here come the Lobos. At Malloy Dodge, Lobo season means great deals for you. Right now during the Big Finish event, get a new Dodge or Ram with no money down and no payments for 5 months. Or save up to $15,000 on new Ram 1500s. Only at Malloy Dodge on Coors, where we always say deal. And go Lobos!
Been in a wreck? Call Merrick. Merrick Law Firm represents people injured in accidents, and you never pay unless we win your case. Merrick Law Firm. Call for a free consultation. 235-6777. Online at merricklawfirm.com.